Days Vault, my fellow gamers. So, I do have all my bulwarkers done. They were a pain in the butt. I decided that all of them, should be done like this guy here, just popping the head of the lance onto a weapon arm. But this guy, my first prototype fix, I just decided to leave him as is, and maybe he's ball batting a goblin out of the way or something. But I wanted to make this video here because I started to do a Devil's Betrayal expansion box set unboxing. The thing is, this was empty of miniatures, devoid of miniatures. I have the video. Maybe I'll post it or whatnot, but I was very excited. I had all the other expansions set out and whatnot, and yeah, it was saran wrapped and everything. Of course, I missed the Kickstarter, and these things are pretty stinging hard to find. But in the Kickstarter originally, they had these shrink wrapped, empty of miniatures, and inside the box of miniatures, or inside the box of your Kickstarter order, they would have baggies filled with miniatures. So I was despondent. I'm like, man, what do I do? The thing was clearly shrink wrapped, but what do I do? So I contacted Mantic, as it was shrink wrapped, and I'm like, what is up with this? Really what I wanted to know is what was going on. And that's where I learned the truth of it all. And here I've got a Mantic Direct box because Zach is a total Chad. Man, look at that. Oh, gorgeous. So Zach hooked me up, oh my gosh, with all the models that go in the Devil's Betrayal. He just hooked me up, man. And then right here, I had problems because I got my Lich King, and if you can see, his hand is meltified. Yeah, melted. So, yep. And what I did, they sent out a new one. Let's see about his hand. Oh, yeah, geez. So, and see, his hand is folded in. I don't know why it comes like that. Okay, so it looks like he's got good idea. It's not really working too well. Okay, it's just a bunch of flash, actually. See, he has really bad flash. He's got flash up here. That's spattering flash. Flash on the inside of this robe. Very, very thick flash. And it's all over his face. His crown is just... Let's see. Man, this dude is hurt. I mean, this one has more of a thumb than the other one does. So you got the thumb part there. You do not have it there. You still have some of the knuckles. He's got more of the knuckles, but there's no articulated fingers in there. And actually, the hand up here is in better shape than this one. This one has tons of flash between the fingers. Oh. Okay, you see inside the sleeve here? There's a bulb of flash in that too, or like spatter and whatnot, and this one's still clean. So that's crazy. I was trying to fix a problem because this guy has, you know, literally no fingers. You can see how smooth it is. It's where the injection mold, like, it didn't have enough metal in the mold. So my original sculpt is actually cleaner and more manageable than this sculpt. So what I could do is I can just call him righty or something like that, because he just doesn't have any damn hand. Or I could snip this hand off and glue on another hand. Yeah. Oh well. You know, all of them. You look at his torso there, you see all the cavities and stuff, but this one's just all goopered up. That's a shame. But you know what? You know, Zach hooked me up hard enough that this is a non-issue. You know, I'll use my original sculpt because he's much cleaner. He did not give me the diorama base that goes with it, but that's totally fine. I already have one from the original and the base. But yeah, anyway, he hooked me up with all this. All these goofy. See, I really didn't. Man, cool. See, he knew what the problem was. When I said, look, man, I missed the Kickstarter and whatnot, I got this new in shrink wrap. It was just totally devoid of miniatures, and I was really heartbroken. I'm like, man, I've never had this done before. Back in the day, cast yourselves back in the 90s, I ordered I didn't order, I bought it off the shelves. It was a skeleton catapult for the undead army. And inside was skeleton cavalry. I'm like, yo. So I contacted, I don't know if they're still called this, but the Trolls Games Workshop, which they're all freaking trolls now, but I contacted them, and they initially told me that I was a liar. I'm like, bruh. And so they had 2 boxes of these chariots. And back then, I mean, it was expensive. So I bought the other one. And inside that one was cavalry as well. And called back up Games Workshop. I'm like, look, man, here's the batch numbers. Here's what's on the box. What the heck is going on? And I guess by that time, they had more people calling, saying the same thing. And probably they were doing it inside of England. So maybe they actually brought those miniatures to their faces. Like, look, mate, you know, what's up with this? I wanted chariots. Because chariots back in the day were cool, man. They were really awesome. You could put bowmen in them. And I'm talking before they split the undead armies between the goofy tomb kings and the vampires, whatever they wanted to call them. It was the true undead army. It was awesome. You could use Nagash. And this is before he was a goofy, gigantic plastic model. He was, yeah, I mean, his original model was goofy. We always called him Smiley. But he was brutal in the game. Cannonballs bounced off of his armor. He could heal up. He super raised things. He was devastating. Probably, between all the characters, I think him and King Thorgrim for the dwarves were like 2 of the most unstoppable guys. Yeah, I got a head cold. This is really why I wanted the box set. This dude's a boss. And then this guy, he goes in with a Mercs list as well. Didn't really care for him so much. It's all about this guy right here. He's like a Battletech mech by himself. Just yeah, that's right. You guys do that too. Looks like he's got a flamethrower underneath that bad boy too. Really, really awesome suit. Man, he's rolling 5s. Look at that. And I've got the metal one of her where she's holding the gun up. It's always cool to have multiple poses, I guess. But yeah, so got 2 of her. This dude's supposed to be a truck in the game, and everybody wants the Devil's Betrayal box set because it's got these simians in it, and this dude here. So yeah, you get three of each sculpt, or not sculpt, but 3 of each miniature, 3 different bags. So in the future, okay guys, like, this box is heavy because it has all the card and stuff in it. Let me open this thing up again. Really sad. It does have Mantic points in it. Oh, see, the box held on to the... Okay, so you got 1 pack of cards there and 1 pack of cards there. So they add weight to it. And then okay, so you've got the book, you've got 2 pieces of fairly thick cardstock with the punch outs of the map, and then you've got the character cards here. So, you know, it's fairly weighty, this box, so you wouldn't know that it doesn't have any miniatures in it. But sure enough, in the void, there's no miniatures. That's where the miniatures will go, in this void. And I was seriously distraught, like 100%, man. I didn't know what to do. You know, I'm like, oh my gosh, can I recover this? Because the miniatures, it's what I wanted. You know, that's what anybody wants when they get the box set. I don't know if anybody actually plays Star Saga. They might. I know Dreadpath Zone, I think they tried some Star Saga. But yeah, I mean, it's a fairly weighted box. But on the back, clearly, it labels the models that you're supposed to have in it. So in the future, if you guys find these on eBay or whatever sites you shop on, ask the seller to undo the shrink wrap and make sure that the models are in there, because for the Kickstarter program, they did not have models in there. All right, so don't have your legs taken out from underneath you like I did, because this was heartbreaking. And if it wasn't for the complete chadness of Zach, who works at Mantic, hooking me up with these models because he knew what the deal was, I would be basically completely out. In that box, that was not cheap. I dropped 50 on it. There was another one at the same time on eBay that was going for like 64 is what the seller wanted. And after I had suffered my heartbreak and whatnot and talked with Zach, then I went back on eBay to see if that was still there, to communicate with that personal seller to say, look, man, make sure you got miniatures in there. And I didn't get there in time. It was sold. So, thank you very much, Zach. You're the man. I will be making more direct purchases and whatnot from you guys, and keep supporting the company. I do have a bunch more dwarfs to do. I actually have to order like the mega army and all that good stuff. So I've got boots on the ground, little short boots on the ground. But this completes all my Star Saga. I have now a full set of Star Saga everything. Nameless, the Ratkin, or not Ratkin, Vermin, my fault, I apologize. So Vermin, I've got it all. So, which is awesome because I like the models. But yeah, just a public service announcement, check your Devil's Betrayal box if you're buying it online. Make sure the models are in there. All right, guys. Y'all have a great day. Carry a liaison.